All right. Another episode of Speaking and Peeping. We have the one, the only, one of my mentors, the legend himself, y'all, Pepper Vaughn.
Hey, what's up? Hey, man, thank you for having me.
Well,
It's awesome.
thank you for blessing the show. I know you're gonna say a lot of great things, but thank you for being on the show, taking some time out of your day. We go,
Absolutely.
thank you. We're gonna go ahead and get started. First question, Pep, tell us a little about yourself and your upbringing.
Well, I'm originally born and raised in Mississippi, from very traditional Southern family, you
Southern
know.
hospitality.
Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, kind of grew up in a very spiritual household, very Southern Baptist, and that just kind of set the framework for foundation, of being that Trinity, in my life, the physical component, the mental, emotional component, and the spiritual component. So I was raised knowing that not only is the Trinity of that religious structure, but it's
Right.
also in us. We are, on a physical plane, we're on an emotional and mental plane, we're also on the spiritual plane. So, but the streets were tough,
Mm,
in my neighborhood, infested with gangs and everything else, at that time. So,
right.
and we grew up, relatively poor. Like I said, we didn't know we were poor because everybody around us was, in the same financial situation that we all were. We
Right.
just knew that life was what it was on a day to day. You get up, you go to school, you have to fight, you have to do what you have to do, you have to fight to get back home. You pass by the neighbors, you wave and you say hi if you're hungry. They invite you in and give you a sandwich and some Kool-Aid or something. You know what I mean? And you just make your life happen on a day to day. You
That's
learn
right.
about respect for your elders, and so forth and so on. And you tackle your own battles. You make it through school. You go to church every Sunday. You know what I mean? You do your life. And then hopefully that gives you a good foundation, nucleus of a good foundation, and you a springboard from there as an adult and go out and do the best you can with what you're given.
That's right. I love
Yeah,
it. I love it. So, little Mississippi though. That's so. You said
that's
what
right.
part of Mississippi? What?
Clarksdale, Mississippi is literally only like a little hop, skip, and a jump from Memphis, Tennessee. So
From
we're at the top
Memphis.
of the state, the very bottom of where Tennessee is,
Right.
Memphis. And so, that gives me that background in the Delta blues, you know what I
The
mean?
Delta.
Muddy
Right.
Water, BB King, all those guys, and my dad was a blues musician, went
Oh
into the
wow.
Blues Hall of Fame, with
Wow.
BB King, Ike Turner, all those guys. So I grew up around that, and I grew up around gospel music and things like. But that's that Southern, man.
That Southern hospitality and that
Yeah,
spiritual backbone. It sounds like, and
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
definitely still have that foundation today. So makes a
right.
lot of sense with that upbringing. Okay, I'm learning
Yeah,
some stuff myself here. Right on, Pep. That's a heck of a background and upbringing though. So
yeah.
definitely
I'm
shaped you to the
grateful.
absolutely definitely shaped you to the man you are today. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. My second question is gonna be give us a time in your life you overcame one of your most memorable hardships. An example can be financial, mental, and physical.
Well, it's kind of hard at a certain point in your life. When I say that, I mean after a certain amount of birthdays.
Right.
You can point out an array of those resilient based survival moments that you once you step on the other side of the street, you go, how did I make it through that? And your heart start beating fast because it wasn't you. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Absolutely.
There are more than one, meaning multiple times when we looked at our life and you go, I don't think I can do this, and it's more than me, right?
That
And
other guy on your shoulder, if you will, trying to tell you you won't make it through.
right, exactly. Yeah, we all remember the cartoons where you had an angel over here and a little devil over here, and they
Yep.
went back and forth for your state of consciousness. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I value one over the other and say, yeah, that one as a branded experience. Because there were some, there were a couple as a child,
Right.
and I try not to live my life in the rearview mirror. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So because in the rearview mirror, you can only see what's behind you. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
And the only power and energy I try to give that is the overcoming. of it, right? And not revisit it or live in it or,
Dwell
or
on it.
whatever, right?
Right.
So when I see it in the rearview mirror, meaning way behind me, I just look at it and I absorb the lesson, the gratitude for stepping through it, out of it, and what it contributed to my life now. And then I keep my focus on the windshield of what's in front of me.
The
However,
windshield.
so I'm going to not focus on the childhood part, but as an adult, there are moments where, you're staring down the barrel of a gun, what I mean? And you said, I don't know, this could be my last moment, right?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And everything about your existence becomes relevant just in that moment. I mean, I've been shot before,
Wow.
so I could say, yeah, did that spin me into like a reality of saying life is fragile, it's temporary, it is, you know what I mean? It's like it can be gone like this in a heartbeat.
Right.
What financial status you're in, how much education you have, what you've accomplished right now is all we have. You know what
Living
I mean?
in
And
the
that
moment.
can be gone in like a second from now.
Absolutely.
I've been in deep suicidal depression, you know what I mean? And not knowing how I was going to climb or claw my way out of that deep hole, you know what I mean? Where you're sitting on the edge of a cliff in the car and you're just looking out, on the cliff and in the ocean and saying, I don't know if I have the strength or power or tools to even make it past this moment. I don't know. So, could it have been that moment when the angels came in and say, have got the answer, son, listen up. You know what I mean?
That's that spiritual backbone again.
I mean, I was a victim of an accidental drowning where literally I was gone. They could not the EMTs could not resuscitate from an actual drowning. You know what I mean? And then just in that moment, all I heard was eventually I heard my brother's voice calling my name. You know what I mean? But I was already declared dead, So, so was it that moment, that was more defining? I went through a surgery, here in the, recently, meaning, the past, I don't know, 5-10 years or so, where everything in the OR, everything in the operating room went wrong, and there again, I was standing on that same platform looking at the light and not knowing, should I go to the light or should I stay? You know what I mean? Where I ended up with, a complicated like brain infection and blah, 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 and this and that. And the doctor's looking at us going, I don't know if he's going to ever make it out of this. You know what I mean? So when we start talking about, what were those dark moments, if there was one that stands out that you say, hey, I made it through this and it made all the difference of who I am today. No, it's not just one. And like I said, as we have multiple birthdays, all of us have a book where we can look back and see multiple times. And you wonder why I smile so much. You wonder why I live in gratitude. You wonder, you know what I mean? You wonder why I'm a believer. You wonder why. No, all those things were contributing factors. And they, by design, were set for me to have those experiences so I could, use them to press forward and be resilient.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
A lot of miraculous events, though, there that you just stated. And no, I definitely understand that. They shape us into who we are today and give us that wisdom. But the one point I really want to pinpoint for the viewers is you always say that phrase where you look through the windshield. There's a reason why your windshield is the biggest window on your car rather than the rear view mirror. So you got to look forward and stay in the present, then look back. Something bad's going to happen. You look in that rear view. You can't drive looking in the rear view going forward. So that's powerful. That's very powerful.
Yeah, so in that analogy, like you said, the rear view mirror only shows you behind you. If you're trying to accelerate your life, if you pushing on the gas to move yourself forward, you got to be looking in front of you, right? Not even so much at the side view mirror. The side view mirrors are to give you a temporary glance. What does it say on the very bottom of every side view mirror? Objects may appear larger than they really are.
That's right. That's
exactly. So if we're living in those side view mirrors, they look monumental. They look too big for us. They look out of focus and out of sync. And they're like, oh my God, the problem is bigger than my salvation. The problem is bigger than my spiritual leader. No. they only appear, the objects appear
They
larger than
just
they really
appear
are.
that
So
right.
don't live in your side view mirrors, don't live in the rear view mirror. Look in the
Keep
windshield.
keep looking forward. That's right. Stay in the
Yeah.
present. That's powerful, Pep. I appreciate that. And I'm guarantee a lot of the viewers who see this will resonate a lot with them. That's
Yeah.
powerful. Rewind that back if you have to, y'all. All right, we'll keep it moving forward. Thank you for that, though,
Yeah.
Pep. Uh,
Absolutely.
Third question I have for you: name one influential person you look up to and why.
All right. There again, to pick, one out of my whole life,
Right.
you know, and, um, and there are multiples, and I don't, respectfully, I don't mean to slight anyone by trying to just pick one.
Right.
Um, everyone who've had an impact, influence in my life, from Dr. King to my daughters to, what I mean?
Right.
I mean, my grandparents, that lineage,
Mm.
every slave who bled and died so I can be here today living in the world we call free, you know what I
Right.
mean? Or whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I owe a lot of people, right?
Everyone has credit.
There's
That's a hard question for you.
yeah. But if I have to just pluck one for the sake of now and time,
Yes.
I would say my father.
Mm.
And even though there was a time in my developmental life as a child, he had to take off.
Right.
You know what I mean? He had to leave the home, and I get it.
Right.
There's a saying in Ethiopia, which is the culture of my youngest daughter, and that saying is, and I love it. The saying is, blame no one and pray for everyone.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So what we're praying for is clarity. You know what I mean?
Right.
And understanding of why what happened had to happen for the sake of my and the greater good.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So the fact that my father, left the family when he did,
yes,
that didn't stop me from understanding the man
of what he was trying to do.
The godly man,
right?
The creative artist, that drummer, the
right.
human being. You know what I mean? The character of who he was and what he stood for. His valiance. He was in the military, and he was just loved and respected by so many people. Why? Because he had a soul of kindness, non-judgment,
right?
Kindness, compassion, everything, and he smiled every day because that was a light of his spirit that he felt obligated to share with whoever could witness it.
Wow. Well, that is infectious with his son. We see, obviously, right? But we understand that, like you said, as we get older, it might not make sense then there, but definitely. Right. And it's just, I think that's a powerful message we all need to get back to today. It's like love rules the world, and regardless if hate comes at you, you have to respond with love is what I'm even trying to grasp to this day. So that's powerful.
Yeah.
Exactly. Shout out to Pops. That's a great one right there. All right. Fourth question. We're almost wrapping it up here. Give us one. This is something you'll like because you are a big music enthusiast like myself. Give us one song you like to listen to that uplifts you, and if you could sing and rap a little of it, which I know you can do both. You can sing and rap, Pep. Come on, show the people one time.
Well, okay, I'm going to cheat on that one a little bit just today.
Okay.
But, we all have mottos that we, try to shape our character around that keeps us relevant.
Right.
Whether it's a Bible verse we go back to that kind of, continue to gently remind us that our character matters. Who we are in our walk matters. Who we're going to be as we represent humanity matters. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I have what we call a pepperism.
Pepperism, yes.
Right. A pepperism is just a philosophy I live by. It doesn't make it any better, worse, more valuable anything than yours or anyone else's.
Yeah.
But I have one here.
Okay.
And I'm going to read it, and it says daily mantra. Yeah. Do not let me miss the opportunity to be a miracle in someone's life today.
Whoo! Say that one more time for the viewers, Pep. You always tell me this one. This is powerful, though.
Daily.
Yes. Daily.
Rain or shine.
Yes.
Do not let me miss the opportunity.
Yes.
To be a miracle in someone's life today. I can't tell you about 3 months from now.
Yes.
We're not going to go back 3 weeks ago. But
Right.
I can tell you today, I don't want to miss the opportunity to be a miracle in someone's life. This day. Now, and we all have the opportunity. A lot of times we just get distracted with our outer eye and we miss it.
Right.
But the opportunity to be a miracle is always there. So
Every single day. Every single
day.
time you wake up and breathe.
I'm going to share that song that you were talking about.
Yes.
You know, it's just about 90 seconds of it. So, you know, so we got this.
Okay.
We're all good. All right. It's called If I Can Help Somebody. Okay.
Go ahead and help somebody, Pep. I know this is going to help somebody.
If I can help somebody as I pass along, if I can cheer somebody with a word or a song, if I can show somebody where that's wrong, then my living shall not be in vain.
Woo.
Oh, my living will not be in vain. Oh, my living will not be in vain. And if I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living will not be in vain.
All right. Yes.
I love it. I love it. What artist was that?
That was, she is called Guinea, Ginny
Guinea.
Owens.
Guinea
Guinea
Owens.
Owens.
And the song title?
The song is If I Can Help Somebody.
Whoo. And
Right.
she said something along the lines of living in vain, right? I will not be living. Yeah. And I love
if
the
I can help
piano.
somebody as I pass along, then my living will
Yeah.
not be in vain. And you already know, Miles, you already know my service to the community.
Absolutely.
All the work I do with children, all the work I do in homeless shelters,
Yes.
all the work I do with, victims and families of the fires. It's all about, man, that dash.
Yes.
Check this out real quick. There are two people supported by a lineage of people, but there are two people who were chosen to bring us in. Two people.
Two
right?
people. Right.
Who are chosen to bring us in. And then we have a whole village and networks of people. Well, people during the dash. Now, once we get in, we come in as three.
That's
the
right.
Two and us.
Right.
The Trinity, right?
That's right.
We come in as a Trinity, three.
Yes.
Without these two, there would not be a you. Yes?
That's very
and
true.
We're not judging their character, their walk, their journey, nothing.
Right.
We're just saying that three, it involves us starting.
Right.
And then there's the dash.
The in between time.
The in between. That dash is, everybody, everything, every opportunity, every gift, every talent, every resource.
Right.
Everything is brought to us to impact and contribute to the greater good of each other. If I can help somebody as I live through this dash.
That's it.
Then my living or my purpose for coming would not be in vain. And that sets us up for what? That sets us up for going out.
Right.
When we leave as one. We came as three.
Ooh.
Our dash is multiple.
Talk to him, Pep.
To set us up and prepare us, because we're only going to leave as one. Yes.
That's very true. Very true. I love how you're tying all the questions together, too. This is powerful. I love it. I love it. That's very true. It's the dash. What are you going to do in the dash? You get that start time, end time.
Yep,
What do you do in
absolutely.
between? How will
Yeah,
you make an
well,
impact with yourself and others?
right. Well, once I acknowledge, for me, people say, well, what was that hinge in the door, in your
Right.
life? Because you can have a room here that you
Yes.
say, I've got to be this room. Because I'm in this room, I'm breathing in everything that I need in this moment to
Yes.
develop for who I am. But you got to go into that other room, because that's where you got to do the work. That's where you got to give it away. Yes,
Right.
that right. That's where you need to disperse it and
Absolutely.
selflessly make that contribution. But you got to get to that other room from the room you're in. What is it? Now there's a door,
Yes.
but what is the transitional component that makes the difference? The hinge. If that hinge doesn't
Is
allow that door to swing,
right.
to let you into that, next level, that hinge has got to accommodate you transitioning from one to the other, from all about me.
Right.
Let me develop. Let me learn as much as I can. Let me get the experiences. Let me fall down and get up and dust off. Let me skin my knees. Let me,
Life
learn
lessons.
from the things that didn't quite go, and let me call it a lesson. Let
Right.
me, let me understand that I am powerful. I am resilient. I can get up over and over. I
Yes.
can't, let me develop as me. And
Yes.
then you walk through that door that says, now let me teach, let me guide, let me distribute, let me share, let me do these things for the sake of others. It's not about me anymore.
Right.
But that hinge in that door has got to be functioning as a source of transition that allows you to go through the door, right? So that hinge for me was
Yes.
the day I realized the two most important days in my life. The day I was born,
Yes.
in that trinity of those two people and me. And the day, not the day I walk through the door, not through the day I go out as one,
To
not
glory.
that
Right.
day.
Right.
The second day is the day that I realized why I was born. So the first important day is the day you were born, and the second day is the day you realize why you were born.
Discovering your personal why.
Your purpose.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, it's
That's
called the
powerful.
Dharma. Right,
The Dharma.
exactly.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
powerful, Pep. You giving
Woo!
gems today, dropping gems on this Friday. I love it. All right, Pep. Last one for you.
All
What is
right.
your dream job? And if you are in, excuse me, what do you enjoy most about it?
Look, my dream, well, job,
Right.
as society knows
Job.
it. Right, your job. Great. So when we say a job or career,
Yes.
we immediately, because we live in a capitalistic society, we immediately think, oh, what do I do to bring home the money? What do I do to pay my bills? What do I do to, inflate my bank account? Okay,
Yes.
right. That's the way, no. It's all about what do you do in the dash. Your job is to not just be alive, but to live.
Right.
Your
Live with a
job
purpose.
is to assist and accommodate people to their higher greatness, to the best of what we have available. That's your job. Your job is waking up every day, walking out into that world. So when you walk back in, it's different. It's better than it was when you went into it. That's your job. Now, your craft, or
Yes.
my craft, may be the vessel I use to do that.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So
The tools you
my
use.
craft.
Yeah.
So we're talking about what do I do as a craft to
Right.
contribute to the greater good. All right. I am in my dream craft.
Absolutely.
I am in creative artistry. I am in motivational speaking. I'm in dance. I'm in music. I'm in life coaching. You know what I mean? I'm in everything as a craft that I could not have asked to be. I'm in fatherhood. I'm in friendship. I'm in familyship. I'm in communityhood. I am in my dream craft right now, right? So
Yes.
what I've been doing as a business for 32 years at Step One Dance and Fitness,
Step
right?
one, y'all.
Right.
Yes.
Now, because you wake up every day and put your key in the door, in the lock, unlock it, and then you do all this stuff.
Right.
People say, well, when are you going to retire? Because by by standard of our society,
Yes.
you're only supposed to give that about a good 30 years or so. Then you're supposed to go sit down somewhere.
Standard
No.
of society, though.
Right, standard of society. And no one in society came to me before they wrote that book and said, Pepper, what do you think?
Right.
No one asked my opinion before they wrote that standard to say, okay, well, you're only supposed to do this so long, then you got to get out of here. No,
Right.
I am doing what I am doing right now. I will do it for the rest of my life. I've done it pretty much my whole life.
Yes.
I can't understand retiring from what I do. On the average, me talking to my friends, they say, I retired so I can finally live my life. Oh, brother, I am so sorry. If you have not been living your life every day of your life, then you saying, I'm retired now, and you're going to now finally start living?
Right.
No. Someone asked me, they said, Pepper, what do you think the secret to life is? I said, the secret to life is living.
Just
and
living.
I don't care if you're 13, 30, or 103.
Right.
It's the same secret, right? So my business partner, Mary, myself,
Shout out to Mary.
We say, I've not gone to work a day in my life. And we put the key in that door for 32 years.
Wow.
Right? So if I live another 100 years, I'm going to still be doing what I'm doing right now.
Living in your maximum potential, like you always tell me. Different avenues, as y'all just heard, y'all. Music, dance, motivational speaker, you name it, Pep does it, for real. I've seen him do it. The amount of time, he know me since I was 8 years old, and I seen him do it, for real. And every day, it's not just some month thing. I've seen this man every single day of his life try to be a positive vessel, if you will, and in the goodness of others and himself. Absolutely.
Right. Thank you, Miles. I appreciate it, man. I'm so proud of you. Well, I tell people, me living the life that I live, it's not what I do.
Right.
It's who I am. So once you decide, are you just doing what you do and it's outside of who you are?
Right.
Okay, well, then you need to figure out how to blend some stuff. You should be living daily as who you are. And if what you're investing your 4 components of value in, time, energy, emotion, and money. If you're investing your 4 components of value into what you do, and that's taken away from who you are, dude, we're missing it. Go back, reassess, revalue. If I had $1 for every person I heard go, Monday, oh my gosh, it's Monday. Let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with Monday. There's something wrong with your job.
Exactly. Or your outlook on life. Exactly.
Right. If you hate Monday, you hate getting up and getting out and living your life, being your best self.
Yes.
It's not the fact that it's Monday. It's about the fact that what you are going to do doesn't work for you.
Doesn't.
Right.
That's right.
So what's my saying, Miles? Your greatest responsibility in life is to maximize your greatest potential. Your greatest potential. It will blow your mind how much potential you have to be an elevated human being, that being of service to others.
Right.
It will blow your mind. You just got to give yourself a chance. Trust the process.
Trust the process. Dropping gems on them, Pep. Thank you for all this, for real. I'm telling you, I hope a lot of folks are listening. I know a lot of folks are listening, but if you have to, go ahead and rewind it back. Before we end this, though, Pep, you want to give any last remarks for the people and, your Instagram or your Facebook and where they can find you if you're doing any type of dance classes, any last remarks? And also about your book, if you want to tell them where they can purchase your book at, if that's still out there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, my website is peppervon.com. It's PEPPER. V as in Victor, ON, peppervon.com. Okay, peppervon.com. All right. You guys can reach out. There's a way there in my contact me on my website. If you want to leave a message and interact with me, I'm also on Facebook. I'm on Facebook Messenger. From what my assistant tells me, I'm also on Instagram.
He's on there, y'all. You can just search Pepper Vaughn in the @ handle.
Right.
He's the one.
Just
he's
on
there.
Vaughn. Okay. Yeah. And if you hit me up on Facebook, I have 2 Facebooks. So if you see Pepper Vaughn, TOO, Pepper Vaughn 2, as well as Pepper Vaughn, they're both me.
Okay.
So don't trip. It's all good.
Both
I am a self-published author. I published my first book last year.
Powerful book. Very good book.
Yeah, it is called From God Through Me to You.
From God
Okay.
through me to you.
From God through me to you. You can, purchase it directly from me. If you go to my website, just hit me up. You can also hit me up on Facebook Messenger. And I still have a good relationship with the Postmaster General. I will go out and drop it in the mail myself.
That's
because
right.
I want you to feel my energy as I mail it, put it in the slot.
You might even get a
you can
signed copy if you do that too.
Hey,
Legendary.
I'm old school, bro.
That's
I'm
right.
Old school, man. Or you can go, you can find it. Hold on. Okay, you can find it on Amazon as well.
Okay.
My book is on Amazon. It's called Pepper's Bookshelf.
Pepper's Bookshelf
That's my
on
Amazon,
Amazon.
author call name, and it's From God Through Me to You. I also am teaching Zoom classes, live Zoom classes. If I'm teaching Fierce Funk, I'm teaching health conditioning, weight resistance, cardio. I'm also teaching a stretch and mindful meditation class. On Sundays, I teach a class called Move in the Spirit. It's move your body, but go ahead, let's come and heal our spirit. We use gospel music. It is a party. It is a gospel party showdown. You guys, you please come and join us. And then at the end of every class, we do connective consciousness. We all just come to the screen and we share this moment to contribute to the healing and well-being of our soul as well. So, please, that is step one. That's in the step one classes. Miles also is teaching, in that same step one group. So you can go to Step One Dance and AND Fitness. Step One Dance and Fitness. You can see all the information there. Or if you friend me on Facebook, or if you friend Miles,
you'll find the information.
We're always going to keep posting. So, yes, thank you guys so much.
There it is, y'all. The one, the only, the legend himself, Pepper Vaughn. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, there's a bunch of gems in this video. Speaking and peeping, y'all, with Pepper Vaughn. We appreciate y'all. Until the next episode, we'll probably have Pepper back on for a follow-up. But we out, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.